How do you guys describe Sam's play tonight? Is that just a senior who doesn't want the career to end?
I think it really looked that way to me, and I thought, she just stayed really locked in. We've been talking about, mentally tough players just find a way to stay focused on the task at hand, and she just kind of toughed it out through just, the normal bruises that come up this time of year, and just to stay locked in. We wanted to try to attack in transition. I thought our post players did a pretty good job of getting out and trying to rim run and collapsing defense, which allowed Sam some avenues, and she's really, really good at finding those little cracks and crevices to kind of penetrate through and get herself to the rim, and did a great job getting herself to the free throw line and making free throws.
How rebounded tonight, Coach? What adjustments do you think you can make on the boards going into round two?
Yeah, hopefully there's no more Kennedy Taylors that would go up against. I don't know. She's just a really special offensive rebounder, very physical, and has a nose for the ball, puts herself in the right positions. And I thought that, our goal was to try to keep them in single digits for offensive rebounds, and she had 9 by herself. So, obviously we're going to have to kind of really commit to that and do a much better job of just staying disciplined. There were a couple times I thought we gave up way too many offensive rebounds to their guards because we were flying by shooters and then not in position to box out. So those are some things that we can correct and do a better job of moving forward.
Do you have a good angle on Jazz's flagrant?
Not really. No, I didn't. I mean, it was right in front of our bench, but unfortunately, Jazz's backside was kind of blocking any view that I had. But I trust that, Jazz is not a dirty player in any way, shape, or form, and she would never do anything intentionally like that. But I trust that if they saw it on the review, that it probably was the right call.
What was your reaction to Jess Shelley's half-court shot?
Yeah, my biggest reaction was just, to be quite honest with you, I was proud of the defensive stop that happened right before that kind of led to that, and a couple blocked shots on that possession that led to a shot clock violation, and then Kendall Coley, who was in the game for somewhat limited minutes, but for Izzy right there with some foul trouble, and she made a great decision to pass it to Jazz on the move, and Jazz is more than capable of that. I think it's probably not the first time she's practiced. I know she spent years and years with her brothers and sister in their backyard practicing trick shots and of all kind, and so to watch that go in, it gave us some momentum heading into halftime, no doubt.
The points in the paint were like 40-22 or something. You've been on the other side of that stat, I guess, sometimes this year. What did you like other than Sam driving inside them?
Yeah, our goal was to try to double them up with points in the paint, and that was a huge point of emphasis for us. I thought Sam did a great job with penetration, but I thought there were several times where we were able to take advantage of Izzy posting up on the low block and being able to just be a physical presence down there, and Lex as well, and finding ways to get those paint touches was really important, particularly when we knew with their offensive rebounders and their post presence, and that they were going to be very aggressive about trying to do the same.
Missouri State was not necessarily a great three-point shooting team coming into this game, and they made 4 of their first 5 from deep. Was that something you had to adjust to?
You probably were talking about that. I'm telling you, all those people talking about that before the game, I kept trying to find some wood to knock on and whatever. They come out, and Thomas hits her first 3 threes, and they were shooting it really well from behind the arc. I thought they did step behind kind of a couple ball screens and knock down some 3-point shots. And this time of year, they're very capable players that are playing with a lot of confidence, and so we had to make some adjustments early to try to make up for those 5 early made threes.
How are you feeling just going into round 2, Coach? Where do you feel the team needs to improve going into either the game against Iowa and or Colorado State, whoever it ends up being?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the one things that you want to have staples are just your defense and rebounding, and I thought we were a little undisciplined at times defensively, and that led to more offensive rebounds than we wanted to give up. So it doesn't matter who we play in this next round, we're going to try to shore that up and take care of that moving forward. But you know, we're this time of year, it's so fun when you just are you're preparing for opponents that you're not as familiar with, and they're not as familiar with you, and it's just kind of an excitement. I think the girls are really excited to have the opportunity to get together and watch that Northern Iowa Colorado State game tomorrow, and see who it's going to be.
Amy, as a coach, are these first round games fairly, I guess, nerve-wracking, given the fact that the season's on the line? You only have a couple days to prepare for the team that you're facing, and also, with all due respect to the WNIT, it's not the NCAA tournament. So you go into it just a little bit nervous, not knowing the team that you're going to get that takes the court.
Not really. I mean, I think at this time, like, our approach is just we're excited to still be playing basketball and having this opportunity to do what we love to do together. And so I don't really consider it maybe nerve-wracking as much as just exciting and just an outstanding opportunity that we want to continue to take advantage of and continue to just extend this for our seniors as long as we possibly can.
Coach, do you feel the Red Heels helped with some luck tonight?
No, I really don't. I don't think that has anything to do with it. And that's why a couple hours afterwards, after the game, they're gone. So.
Amy, how happy were you with your guard decision making tonight and the low turnover total?
Yeah, I mean, Jazz and Sam combining for 9 assists and 1 turnover. Really, really important stuff. And really our starting guards, 3 guards combining for 10 assists and 1 turnover. And that's been a little bit of an Achilles heel at times when we're not playing our best basketball. So for us to take care of the ball and really value possessions and do a better job with that, I am really happy with that.
How do you feel about your second unit? A few of your players were finding time in the rotation tonight. I mean, how do you just feel about your bench play in the game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it that we really need contributions from everybody, and I thought we got some. I thought Ani Stewart hit a huge 3 that really gave us a spark, and we needed that. I thought I mentioned, Kendall Coley's minutes, just very brief, but brought something to the table, and Kendall Moriarty, Callan Haight, all those kids. I thought Maggie Mendelson, she had a couple of aggressive fouls early, but I like aggressive fouls, and I thought she, gave us 4 rebounds and just a blocked shot and is finding ways to contribute.
As important as it is for the seniors to extend their careers, how important is it to get those valuable minutes where they come for the younger crop players?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a combination of all of those things. I mean, we're just, enjoying playing together, this team. We know that this is, the last time this group will be playing together, in this run in the WNIT. And so we want to take full advantage of that. We want to get experience for our underclassmen and our bench. We want to get awesome, positive experiences for our upperclassmen to finish. And, all those things combined, I think everybody's motivated to just play our best basketball and put it out there.
Amy, what's the process for the next game? Obviously, you don't know your opponent, but date, location, you guys trying to lobby to play here and get a voice in what day it's going to be?
Yeah, I mean, those are all things that we're continuously working on and having constant communication with the WNIT about our willingness to want to be able to host and dates and times that would work for us to be able to do that. But ultimately, they make the final decision, and once we get that final decision, we will most definitely at that time be letting Husker Nation know.
Coach, what does the next few days of practice look like, not knowing exactly who you're playing, and then once you know, only having a short amount of time to prepare for it?
Yeah, and it's really not that unfamiliar to us because of the fact that, we've had a lot of times this season in our conference schedule where we've had a 1-day prep to get ready for an opponent, and so that's something, I mean, obviously, even when you're one day prepping for a conference opponent, our kids kind of have some familiarity with the other kids in our league, and some of these teams are completely unfamiliar to us. But you know, tomorrow will be a day where we will do recovery, take care of our bodies. We'll get together as a group and watch that Northern Iowa and Colorado State game and learn who our opponent will be, and then we'll go into full prep mode, and whether that's 1 or 2 days that we have to practice and get ready for that next opponent, we'll look forward to that opportunity.
Anything else for Coach Williams? All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.